When you're first setting up Hydravid, one of the things you'll need to do is enter your accounts here in the video and social networks. And in the video platform, specifically in this video, we're going to be talking about YouTube. Because of course that's the biggest video site in the world, it's typically the one that people will start with. Not just one YouTube account, but in this video we'll be talking about multi-account and what is needed. When you first log into the system, you'll see your username and password that has been allocated to you from purchase that will link to Hit Mission. That is our web syndication system, and that'll be in the program from the start. So then we're going to add an account, and in this case we're going to add a YouTube account. And as you add an account, you're going to enter the email and password, and then we're going to click on Authorize. You only need to do that one time per account, and what will happen is it'll open your default browser and ask you to authorize the account. So let's see what happens here as I go through. So I'm going to click on Authorize. Your default browser, you'll be asked to choose an account if you've got multiple accounts linked to that particular application. So I'm going to choose an account. It's going to ask you, Hydravid would like to manage your YouTube videos. Just click on Accept. And that's been received. So you can now close this window. Great. So that's now been authorized. What you'll also need to do for each account is click on the Test button, which will then use our inbuilt browser using Firefox. It'll open up the browser, it will attempt a login and give you a success message. You have to do this for each account, otherwise the Hydravid program won't run all the way through. So that's logged in, it will give us the success message, and I can then save the account. There it is, success and save. Important to make sure you do that for each account. Now let's look at what happens when we go to add a second YouTube account. There's an extra step that we're going to need to take right now. So now I'm again going to add another YouTube account with a different username and email and password. And what I need to make you aware of is very, very important. Before you do that, before you click on the Add Account button, you first need to come to your Google screen and you need to sign out. You need to literally log out of Google before you do this next step. Okay, so now we're back. I can click on Add Account. I can enter in the email and password again. And again, I'm going to click on Authorize. Now, this time, because we're logged out, we have the opportunity to add an account. So I'm going to again put in the details of the new account and click on Sign In. So again, we get the option to manage the YouTube videos. I'm going to click on Accept. And again, I can see that the verification has been received and I can close that window. Terrific. Now, each time you add an individual account for YouTube specifically, you're going to need to perform that process. So again, I've added a second. I'm going to test. And that has now been done, and I'll get my success message and I can save. I've now got 2 YouTube accounts, so I may want to do a third one, and again I'm going to need to log out of Google before I add my third account, and fourth and fifth, etc. Each time between the accounts you're going to need to log out of Google, then enter the details, click on Authorize, click on Test, and then save. Now you saw me do that before. I had my little picture here, which is great because I had a fully set up Gmail account. But this time I don't have that. I'm going to need to click on the U button. It's going to take me here, and from here I've got the little picture. I can drop it and sign out. Now again, I can add a new account. So I'm going to go back into Hydravid. I'm going to click on Add Account, and I'm going to add my next YouTube account. Each time between the YouTube account adding, you're going to need to sign out. Please remember that, so that we can get the right authorization codes into the system so that everything will work for you from then on in.